I told you this is going to happen, and this is happening right in front of us. Hey there everyone, Hitesh here, back again with another video. And in this video, we are not doing anything fruitful. We're just discussing, and sometimes discussions are really more fruitful than anything else. This is not a coding video. I'll be just reading out a few tweets, but these are really important tweets. These, obviously, as you have seen the thumbnail and title, these are about how AI is taking the job. Now, I always have said that when the technology improves so much and so good, it always is going to kill the jobs. There is no exception from it, and this is exactly how this is happening. I said that, hey, already we have actually killed a few of the jobs with the improvement in the tech. For example, in the earlier days, we used to have the designs, and there used to be a team of engineers, 4 or 5, who used to design these components, these buttons, cards, table, and all of that. Eventually, the companies looked out that, hey, how can we reduce the cost here at this point? And we started to use the templates and all these things. And now the things which are generating these templates and these buttons, now we just need one engineer instead of 5 or 6 or 10. We just need one engineer who can just tweak them a little bit, and that gets the job done. In fact, AI is advancing so much in that field as well. I'll share more about that in the upcoming videos, that how some of my favorite tools are actually helping us to build the content and build the web pages so much aggressively fast that we are able to produce this kind of a video. So yes, we are using AI in our videos as well. By the way, that's going to come up in the next video, that how we are utilizing, what tools we are using. I'll openly share that, no worry in that. But the point is that there is no exception from it. AI is going to take over few of the jobs, and these are transition jobs. And one such job is the support role. In every single company, there is a need, a requirement of support role. And this support role is the first going to be the killing point which AI is going to kill. This is where the bloodbath is going to happen. I already shared that this job can be automated, because this is not a full-time, this is not an aspiring job. Nobody wants to become a support engineer. Hey, I'll reply all day long to the people and customer. This is a transition job. Maybe you couldn't find the best job, so you took the 6 month or a 1 year buffer that in the meantime, I'll just do this support job. In the meantime, I'll learn the tech, I'll go ahead and upgrade myself, and then I'll transition from this job. We have seen this on the first hand. We are in the industry where support is really important, but nobody wants to do that job. We have to change our team every 6 months, every year. This is happening. People are transitioning from the support job. But for some companies, for us, it is good because we teach programming, and the people who are actually giving the support and everything, they actually get brushed up so much more and so much nicely. But there are some companies in which the support job is mundane. It's really, really bad, and it's very time consuming. Nobody wants to do it, yet somebody has to do it. And this is such thing. One company just killed their entire fleet of by the killed, I mean, they just reduced the entire job of 90% of their engineers. So don't take it literally like killed out. Nobody killed that. I hope you get that. You have that much of IQ. I know that. You are on this channel. So I'll be just reading out some tweets, and then you'll realize that how much in danger the support job is. Now you have to become techie. You have to go in the upgraded phase. The bare minimum is not going to cut through. This is now where we are. This is where we are, ladies and gentlemen, but this is how it is going to be. And a lot of things in the early stages in the web development, they are also in a huge risk. The very initial phase of data science, that is also in a very danger zone. So no industry is safe. The primary role is about to be eliminated. So let me show you what I really am saying, because it needs a little bit more context of it. And again, I'm not here to judge any person, to give hate, or it is what it is. It is the business scenario it is. So I don't judge the people. How could you just let go on 90% of the... This is business. If he's not going to survive, he is going to kill the entire company. So you judge that. I'll not be judging that. I'm just literally here on the very contextual phase that what is happening right now. So notice here, he says, we laid off 90% of our support team because of the AI chatbot. This is already a catching statement. This caught my eye already, so I saved it. And I said, I'll make a video about it. This is really interesting. So how he did that, first his response time was in the company 1 minute 44 seconds, which is instant. The chat resolution went from 2 hours 13 minutes to 3 minutes 12 seconds. So from a person who comes to start interacting with your chat support, previously it was 2 hours 13 minutes. He was all done with the queries that he was making. He got satisfied with that. But now it's reduced to 3 minutes 12 seconds. And I think that is true for a lot of industry. All the questions have already been answered. So there is a database, huge database of the common questions that you're asking. Of course, you will still need some support staff, because you are every single time you are developing new features and there's so much more going on. But this is a crucial industry which is about to get eliminated. This is the true fact. And notice here, this is how they are actually reducing everything. The struggle, so he actually went this, so I'll just walk you through with that. Given the state of economy, startups are prioritizing profitability over striving to become unicorn, and so we are. I think nothing wrong in that. How long you're going to be surviving with just burning the money? I think there's nothing wrong in that. It's less magical, sure, but at least it pays the bill. All right. Customer support had been a struggle for us since long, and fixing it felt like an opportunity to me. Customer support is one of the crucial thing in any business, and we have seen that phase. Luckily, we are in an industry where a lot of people want to become support engineer, especially in the early phase, because they get a lot of time to learn the tech as well as help other people to learn the tech. This actually improves them as well. But no longer any people want to become the support tech engineer, even in the ed tech for 5 years. Nobody wants to do it. That's the reality. We have already accepted that a long time ago. Notice here after that, the struggle was real and there were many of it. Random, why would someone with a tech product expertise work as a support engineer? Yes, that is a true fact. I'll not read the Lionel Messi. I've read that, but I'm reading in front of you so that you get the idea. The idea, Dukan's own AI assistant, which would answer customer queries instantly, precisely, anywhere. AI sounds cool, but wait. My understanding of AI is equivalent to my understanding of ACID properties to database. All I knew was the full form. That's cool, interesting. But what I understand from this is, I think there is a role or a place of AI chatbots in every single company. I would say this will not be a good for the end user. It's not going to be that much great which a person can really answer and understand your questions. But for a lot of industry, your questions are very repetitive. The problems are very repetitive. Either they are solved by some marvelous engineering of UI and UX team or by the support team. So until unless the support team fix the flow, we can actually be dependent on the support team that, hey, this is the stuff. Like, for example, if some service is down, there are hundreds of people who are opening the tickets and saying, hey, the support service is down. And AI in one such case could be really great that, hey, we are working on it. That is one case. But then life isn't about processing all your skill yourself. It's about having the contacts who do. And I have this person, you can just read about them, tweet about him. This kid, I like that. How old are you? This kid is ahead of the pack when it comes to the AI/ML and is also leading the AI/ML effort at Dukan. He started working on it immediately. Honestly, I was skeptical as a cat at a dog show. Interesting. You write really nice. Because I have seen nature of the customer queries on Dukan, from ranging how to add multiple warehouses. This is the kind of query which I'm saying that, hey, this can be replaced, because how to do certain things and you can understand the context of it. Many people will ask it in the different contextual basis, but this is where AI can quickly jump in and answer that. But again, another thing is about the payout, that, hey, if you don't give me the payout, I'll do some really crazy stuff. So that part of thing really require human intervention. If this thing gets a reply from the AI bot, that's a nightmare. That is a nightmare for your entire business. But hey, let's move forward. A day later, he came up with a working demo of the chatbot and asked me to try it. The bot was answering almost all common questions about Dukan and instantly and accurately. This is what I'm talking about. All the common questions which usually people ask, I think 80% of the such jobs can be automated. And if anything can happen, will happen. Murphy's Law. I'm not making this up. This actually is there. However, account-specific questions like why my payout has been pending for 2 days, the answer. Now, this is where you make it or break it, because these are concerning questions. If the glitch happens, it's a software world, the glitch always happens. So if somebody buys a course at an edtech and he doesn't get the course in his account, although the money was deducted. So this is a common problem. Everybody who has coded knows that there are sometimes delays from the payment gateways and whatnot. So if these kinds of things happen and you give him a bot reply, he would be frustrated. You will see a lot of crazy tweets after that. Your rating starts dropping. At that point of time, he just need a human intervention that, hey, I'm looking into the problem. Just give me a few minutes. That's it. He will be happy with this. But if a bot reply at this point, that can kill the business. That can kill the business. However, account-specific questions, blah, blah, we have read that. A day later, he came up with another demo, and this time bot answered both generic as well as account-specific question instantly. I'm still questioning that. How can you specifically answer the account-specific question? You really need to categorize your account specific or the questions which are not in your database. You really need to train your bot in such a way that it says, let me get somebody human who can talk to you. Yeah, that is where you want to do it. And that is, I think, you should have, instead of 90% cut off 80%, keep the 20% guys who can actually talk yet. Posted this Dukan VP community on FB topics. So they have made what Lena dukanhelp.com. So yeah. Okay, next morning, 200 live chats and 1400 support tickets have been marked as resolved by Lena. So they are naming their, I think it's nice name, Lena. Very lean, Lena. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people actually flood your chat support with the common question. That's why previously it was all with the forum, because the common queries are already there, so people are not posting them again. But these chatbot actually allows the user to feel that, hey, I'm getting a personal attention, although you are not. There are support agents which are behind the scene and they're seeing all the chats, replying, copy pasting and all of that. But that thing can automate it. That thing was destined to become automated. Nobody wants to do that job, and that job is there. So we'll no longer see that kind of a thing. I literally started feeling like Edward Mora. I love the series, by the way. Cool. Shout out to Edward Mora. From the movie Limitless. Do you know there's a series as well? Okay. Focus, back here. And running the entire customer support of Dukan by himself, seriously. The start of something beautiful. Subhash, how difficult it would be to build a platform that will give everyone their own Lena-like AI assistant. He said 2 hours max. Yes, there are models, and probably I'll make some videos about that, that you can actually feed your database to it on your own servers, so it's not leaking out anywhere. And there are large language models which can train your existing data. Everybody is keeping your chat saved. So the context and understandability of the context is not that much of an issue. So result here about night and all of that. After this is a whole of a promotion. But let's talk about what is happening. So we are seeing things in the industry are getting automated, and there's no exception from it. The initial first level of the jobs are going to be gone for good. And I think now this is a time where the industry is automatically pushing the engineer to not to become just anybody on a junior level. They are expecting more knowledge from the engineers that, hey, if anybody wants to get into the industry, this will be difficult. And what's going to be more difficult, this is again prediction, personal opinions, nobody is taking a hand on it. The personal opinion is, now it would be difficult for the non-tech people to actually jump into the tech. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be impossible. Surely it will happen. Exceptions are always there, and I've seen them, a lot of them. But the thing is that initially, these non-tech people used to jump into the tech role where the things were semi-tech. Like they were making things, they were writing code, but not purely. They were trying their hands in the support role, a junior data science role where we were just analyzing the basic things. But now AI is taking part on that. Now you, instead of having a 10 team member, you just need 1 or 2 who will be also in the transition phase. But it will happen in web development, it will happen in mobile development, it will happen in data science, machine learning. The initial roles are at a stake this time. Now again, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is happening. You need to understand this is exactly what is happening. And if you're worried, you should be worried. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't want to keep you fool in, hey, everything is all good, sunshine. This is time. We need to, if we are not going to get serious this time, when we are going to be. So this is the update. I don't have any opinion about it, against it. This is just the fact that is happening right now. You really need to understand. If you want me to make videos about how we are able to produce these better UIs and all these tutorials and everything, we in fact are using a lot of AI about it. So I'll just walk you through with that in the next video. If you request enough, I'll make a new video in the next one, and I'll share all the tools that we are using. Yeah, this is happening. All right, so quite an interesting take and a very rough, raw video. But anyways, this is what it is. Let's catch up in the next video.